continuation of 60 seconds instead of 60 minutes. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes instead of 60 minutes. The question, what is love, how to love, and why to love? Who to love? So many questions, and to calculate versus those who are cruel, have cruel calculations. So how my life has been exposed to a single woman, single mum, lone survivor, equivalent to 300 people being tortured and killed, 400 people being tortured and killed. How is one person equivalent to many people? And the answer is exactly the same by modern warfare. To accept and normalize torture and war crimes, to support genocide, social and ethnic cleansing, to normalize it. The alternative to religion. So I'm going to look at my anger and see who is compatible to me as a partner for life, and how to interpret that anger. However, it's difficult to put it in words for a refugee or a migrant, a lone survivor drifting or floating on rafts of logs and other floaties. How can they communicate? Even if I'm very well spoken in English, I don't have the same level of understanding. How they survive is not the same as how I survive. Their survival is based on money and capitalism. My survival is based on the flood. The fact that I've had children and that I shouldn't have had children. So that's how I am being flooded by their criticism. In other words, flushed away. So my raft, spiritual raft or spiritual boat, has been flushed away down the toilet, if that makes any sense. Otherwise, I'm going to use Obama example of a joke. His lily white bottom. That foxes are going to scare the white human supremists, and that they are the same as the living dead zombies. So I don't believe that there isn't. I don't believe that every leader is one that has got war criminal records is 100% wicked. I not even the worst criminal, the worst murderer, who is on a death row for to be electrocuted in an electrical chair or electrical bed. There's always some good left in us, the good nature that God gives to everybody. So it's like borrowing a book from the library, for example. And everything that is good goes back to God. So post the flood age, for example, when we were in Stone Ages, we didn't have judges, lawyers, and police, and we just had to survive based on our instincts. And this is good and this is not good. This is healthy, this is not healthy. This is poison, this is not poison. And that's not the case for modern day living. And that's what I'm observing and collaborating my observations with other people who are looking at problems and problem solving requiring explanations for our religious faith. So to distribute democracy in the modern living is to make a film. That's what democracy actually means. And or to make a firework display, or to have a party. That means somebody's loved while the other person is not loved, as in my example. So I don't think I've ever felt loved from my family or any friend. They've all been false friends on the surface, as my floaty. So they have been as my floaty and been punctured. So now I have to sink. But I have been mourning while they have taken my daughter unfairly from me, crying, bereaving for 2 years while she had been having fun. So they've distracted her from thinking about me by parent alienation, and she had trauma. She then recovered trauma quicker than I have, because I'm still reminded of her around my home, in my home, where we lived together for 9.5 years. Meanwhile, currently, nothing that they've done for my daughter makes any common sense. They've made, with white supremacy, academic achievement and professional presentation, to be living by organized crime, everything to survive. Closing this video.